Hello friends! Welcome to another bullet journaling video. I know that I am a little bit late because this is my January bullet journal spreads monthly thing situation, but I thought I had already uploaded this video and it turns out that I hadn't. It was just sitting in my hard drive, so I'm bringing it to you now since I also haven't posted anything else all month. Yeah, it's not been great. February has not been a great month, but that's okay because we can always do better. March could always do better, you know? So it's fine. It's whatever. But like I said, bullet journal, January, fun, exciting. I don't know. I like this one. It was my first monthly spread in my 2023 bullet journal, which I have a video on that's probably going to be at the very end of this. It was a lot of fun actually. I did some cutouts at the very top, which means that I did my habit tracker across the top, and I think I also put a calendar, which you'll see me put later. And then because I did the little cut off the tops, it made my pages a little bit shorter, and I also wanted it to be a little bit more distinct, so I used, I think this is a Crayola super tip, to just separate visually the two spaces. I don't know, it was kind of fun. That's something I had never done before, and I definitely used that in my February spread, which should be coming out next week in March. Listen, we talked about this in my 2023, I can't remember if this was my bullet journal video or my reset video, but this year I'm giving myself some grace. We are just gonna take things slow. Not everything has to be so fast. I mean, this video sped up quite a bit because, oh my goodness, this took me multiple hours to do, even though it's not that hard. But that is because I am so indecisive with my bullet journal. But that's okay. You'll see me next bullet journaling video, I get a lot less indecisive. Okay, I make choices, whether they're good or bad ones, that's for you to decide, but I made them, and therefore I just kind of have to live with them. I don't know, I think I always put too much pressure on myself to make my bullet journal look good, and I don't know, for some people that's one of the hallmarks of having a bullet journal, they'll use it more if it looks good, but I don't think that I'm creative enough to consistently make mine look good without just repeating everything. I don't think I'm at that level just yet. I mean, I have been using a bullet journal for almost 5 years at this point, but I just don't think I'm there yet. You know what I mean? So if you're not quite there yet either, I mean, these spreads are pretty freaking simple. I try to keep mine as practical as possible. I made these beveled boxes, and each one's gonna be a different week for my meal planner because I'm trying to use a meal planner. By this point that I'm doing the recording, the voiceover. Anyways, by this point in the voiceover, I have used I've used this meal planner. It didn't get used. I used the one that I made in February, and it mostly got used, so I need to figure something else out. I'll give it one more month before I remove the meal planner from my spreads, because I just don't think it's working out for me as well as I had hoped. I don't know. Also, you know what's weird? I'm using a B6, and I came from an A5 sized bullet journal, and yet I feel like I don't have enough space in this bullet journal to write my thoughts, and I don't know what that's about, because I had even less space in my A5, and yet I mostly just did 1-page weekly spreads. I mean, I moved towards the end to a 2-pager, but that's because I also had a notes section and a journaling section, even though my journaling is now in a separate notebook. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know. Okay, so to be fair, I am adding meal planning into this, and I think one of the spreads that I'm doing this year that I didn't do last year was a financial tracker, because I'm going to start with just the 3 first months of the year. So January, February, and March, I'm gonna start like that first quarter, and I'm gonna like look and see and maybe reflect towards the end of March as to where my money goes, essentially. So I could just make a better, like, not so much a budget, I guess in part a budget. I guess that is fair. In part a budget is kind of what I need, because I feel like I'm just a little bit too frivolous with my money. And so I need to work on holding back a little bit with that, and not spending all my money every month. Anyways, that's fun. It's 11 a.m. for me, and I am being vulnerable in a YouTube video. That's what you signed up for. That is who I am. If you'd like to subscribe and leave a comment as to, I don't know, anything that I say in here, feel free to. I love having company on these videos. I love hearing from people, just chatting about bullet. I love bullet journaling so much. It is one of my great passions, one of my great hobbies, and I'm really excited to like bring more of that onto this channel. Also, check out what I'm doing with that January. Like, I've never done one of those things, but remember when like the monogrammed stuff was really popular? That looks exactly like that, but I think it looks so cool. I did such a good job on that. This expenses tracker was also like way too small. Okay, so take a step back. The income, too big. I shouldn't have put an income because I'm currently not working, which should be changing in March, probably, hopefully. I don't know. I'm still like waiting on things to... Higher education takes a long time in getting back to you. Anyways, but the bottom part, the expenses, too small. I ended up having like 2 or 3 more items that got added in the bottom. And then I don't know if you can see, but like I didn't take the little dotted line to the very bottom or the very top. I left about a line's worth. I used those up too. This is what I'm talking about when I say that I need to figure out where all of my money is going. Actually, now that it's like, been a month since I used that, I guess I could say where most of my money went to. And in fact, let me just ASMR it. 44% of my money went to bills, which, you can't go around bills. Like, you can't, I mean, I guess you could. Like, you could just not have heating in your house, but that would be miserable in January. I don't know. Don't we just love capitalism? Anyways, enough with the existential dread. More boxes. I don't know. I really like the little bubble. Also, like, there are some parts where like I kind of messed up. Also, you know how like whenever you write something, right, and you try to make a box, and like the 2 ends like don't meet, I tried to make that like a little bit thicker. I tried to have some parts that were just a little bit thicker, just to, I don't know, add some variety. Also, I like to add this section in my notebook, well, my bullet journal, where I reflect on the things that have happened, and I kind of write down things that I have done, which is really exciting. It helps me think about how the month actually went, what went well, what went poorly, and all this other stuff, you know what I mean? What am I doing now? Oh yeah, I added the little purple bits to kind of like highlight some of the sections. I don't know. I feel like I need to maybe figure out a better way to make things like practical and pretty. I feel like I'm kind of getting there. I just need a little bit more of like sit down and think about it. Also, I got these brush markers from Walmart. They're not worth it. They were like $5 for quite a few. And like it just has such a bluish tint that it feels more like I'm using blue than gray. Although on camera, on the video, it does kind of look a little bit gray. I don't know. I did like doing the little shading, the little outlined part. I think that was cute. Look at me being practical and making this kind of cute. That's what I strive for. You know, I'm not a person that doesn't use my bullet journal because it's not cute. It's more like, oh, I closed it and now it's been 5 days since I last did anything. Huh. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video and my interesting commentary voiceover If you're new to this channel, I hope you had a good time. You watched some of my other videos. I'm hoping to be getting back on track with making videos again, since January was and February was, not great. But I hope you subscribe, you leave a like, you leave a comment as to what your favorite part of this video was, and I hope I get to see you on the next one. I'm just gonna be doing some last minute bits here at the very end. And yeah, no, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!